Welcome to WOW Academics channel. I am Shyam Prasad. I am a member of ACCA and CAMA. I've been teaching ACCA and CAMA since 2014 and I am the founder of WOW Academics. In this video, I'll be discussing about what is the pros and cons of doing self-study and enrolling for a coaching center. So we'll start with the benefits of doing self-study. So the number one benefit of doing self-study is you can study at your own pace. So you don't need to rush up and you don't need to be lagging behind, but you can do the speed in which you are comfortable with. But it's actually suitable only for self-starters. So you should not be a person who is lazy or who delays things. You have to be a self-starter. You should have a schedule. You have to properly follow the schedule and you have to appear for the exam. So at any point of time, you should not say, I'm not going to take up this exam attempt or I'm going to skip this exam or something. Once you have made a plan, you have to stick with it. So doing self-study is only for people who are self-starters. And if you're going to do self-study, you have to depend upon your friends' network in terms of notes and in terms of help. So if you get any doubt here and there, you should have a set of friends who are able to guide you. So that's very important here. Self-study is the right mode if you are on a budget. And the last point is, if you are a kind of a person who thinks and understands each and every concept by yourself, then I think self-study is the right approach. So what are the drawbacks of doing self-study? You might get stuck with some topics, so you should get some help from someone to overcome those tough topics. And there's also a problem of procrastination or delaying your exams. And this is the most difficult thing. See, there's more than one way to understand a concept in terms whether it's going to be a theory or whether it's going to be a problem. So you should not use different textbooks for the same subject, and that might be a difficult thing. For example, if you take BPP, Kaplan and ACCA exam answer paper, if you take these three things, each of them could have used a different approach to solve the problem. So you might get confused as to which is the right approach. So this is a very difficult thing when you're doing a self-study. Some point of time when you're doing a self-study, you might have a feeling that the subject might be tough or whether it's easy to crack this exam. You might have this kind of a dilemma. So what you will immediately do is you will Google and just type, is this exam tough? You get all kinds of results which indicate that the exam is tough, because the keyword that you have used is the exam tough. So Google will search these keywords, and it will throw you answers and it will throw all types of results indicating that the exam is tough. What you should do is you should better search the term how to pass this exam, where you'll get some tips and tricks here and there to pass the exam. So internet is both your enemy and your friend. And the last one is, this is the most confusing thing about doing self-study. Even I have faced some problems with this concept. You think you understand the concept, but really what you have done is you have created a rough idea about a concept. So when you read a paragraph, you think that you have understood it, but your imagination and your thinking ability has understood the concept in a particular way, but the real concept is different from the concept which you understood. This you will not feel first, but when you keep doing different types of problems or different types of theory questions, there you will face this problem. In terms of a numerical question, you will find this difficulty. So we'll move on to the pros and cons of joining a coaching center. So the benefits of studying in coaching center are these. So classes are scheduled, so you will have a set of routine activities. So once you join a coaching center, your routine activities are like set. So you wake up in the morning, attend a class, then you come home, you work out certain problems, and then you go for work or part-time work. Then again you come to home and you study a little bit. So a kind of a set of activity routines are like created for you. So it will create a habit loop for you. You are required to write tests or mock exams on regular intervals. So this forces you to study on regular intervals. So once you have completed a set of chapters, then you have to write tests. So if you're going to do self-study, you might not do that, but in a coaching center, you have to write tests on a regular interval. So I think this is a very valid benefit of studying in a coaching center. And also a proper notes are issued to you, so you don't have to refer many books. So what does a coaching center do is, they have created the most easiest approach to solve a problem. So they might have got some ideas from BPP, Kaplan, past question papers, or some other textbook provider. So they try to culminate all this information, and they create a set of notes which is very easier for the students to understand. And of course, when you have doubt, you can even ask them. So you don't need to skip a concept, you can ask them, because that's what you have paid for. And then you don't need to just assume that you have understood a concept. You can ask them and deeply understand what the concept is all about. So these are the benefits of joining a coaching center. But the drawbacks are this: the classes are conducted at the faculty's pace. So sometimes you will feel that the class is slow or fast. So you can't do anything for this, and it's beyond our control, because the faculty conducts a class at a certain pace. Usually they conduct it in an average pace, but you will feel that the class is slow or fast. So a faculty cannot make every student happy. That's like really difficult. Even after attending the coaching center, it's only up to you to study for the exam. So you might still procrastinate of studying. The quality of the coaching center depends upon its faculties. So faculty should be really good and experienced. Then only you will get the real benefit of joining a coaching center. The class schedule that the coaching center has created, that should match your own schedule. For example, you might need classes on Saturdays and Sundays, but class schedules might be on the weekdays. So somewhere this kind of mismatch in days and in time might be a problem. And the last one is the cost of coaching. So that is a real cost here. So we have considered both the self-study and the coaching center model of learning. So if you have any more doubts, you can reach me at website, at my Quora, LinkedIn and Facebook. And if you like this video, please give a like and give a share and comment on this video. And thank you very much for watching the video. I'll be glad to help you. Bye.